Hello, cookbook friends. This is Carrie with Cookbook Divas, and it is Meal Plan Monday. It is a rainy day here in Seattle. I've been drinking tea all day long, so I'm a little hyper, but I'm excited to look through some cookbooks with you today. We are on Amazon Live, Facebook, and YouTube, and this is our becoming our regular Meal Plan Monday show. I just never can guarantee what time I can be up and showered and have my hair dry and made up and on camera for you. So today I was shooting for 12:30. It's closer to 1 p.m. And we just had a time change, so hope everyone is getting enough sleep, etc., enjoying your extra hour of light. Let's start off. I'm going to chat over on Amazon Live, which is where we have a scrolling carousel. If you see any of the products that you like that I'm talking about today, you can click on it to buy them, and I get a little affiliate commission. Welcome to Meal Plan Monday, and you're welcome to chat with us over on YouTube and Facebook as well. So I'm going to start off the stream by mentioning that this bookshelf ladder is by Tankula. It's $70. It took my boyfriend about 8 minutes to put together, and I just like to have it over here. I might move my camera a little bit today. I like to have it so that you can see the cookbooks that we're going to be talking about throughout the live stream. There, sorry for that if I made anybody dizzy. We have several brand new cookbooks coming out. The Cheese Life doesn't even come out till tomorrow, but I'm able to give you a sneak peek of it thanks to the publisher for sending me a copy. Alan is here. Hey, guess what I get to do today, Alan? After I'm done with my live stream like a good girl, I have to take my autumn decorations down and put them in my storage unit because influencers have to celebrate Christmas or decorate for it for everybody else. I'm Christmas decorating, and then I'm going to a winery opening, and then I'm going out to cocktails and dinner with friends. So it's going to be an awesome day, and I'm not going to have time to take a nap. Shoot. The second thing I wanted to mention is my Logitech Brio 4K camera. My webcam that you're watching me via is on sale today, 37% off on Amazon, dropping it down to $126. I am very happy with this webcam, but I do need to make the switch to DSLR one of these days. Gonna do it soon, but I don't want to mess with anything during the busy Amazon holiday shopping season. My microphone, which is right here, is a Logitech for creators. It is 17% off today, $108. And if you're curious, the ring light that is blinding me right now is a Neewer, and it's 20% off, $71. I also have a hair light over here and a side light on the side, but I don't have those on my carousel. But I wanted to show you my awesome autumn October backdrop. I'm going to switch it pretty soon because I like having a Christmas kitchen when I'm talking about cookbooks. This is by Kate, and it's fabric, and it's $32. It's 6% off today. So we're going to, I have some cookbooks in the carousel that I don't actually have in my reach. That's okay. Let's talk about The Secret of Cooking later because it's on the bottom of this pile of heavy cookbooks. And I don't have Mildred's Easy Vegan, but I do have a vegan Christmas. Not everyone cares about vegan cooking, and I'm a vegetarian, so when I use vegan recipes, I add milk, butter, and cream and cheese back into it. But I keep vegan cookbooks around because I have two vegan stepsisters and sisters. So this is a very vegan Christmas by Sam Dixon. It's gorgeous. It's plant-based recipes for celebrating in style. And Alan, can you let me know how my volume is? I uploaded a couple videos to YouTube yesterday over at Cookbook Divas, and I realized they were very quiet, and I know I'm going to get snotty comments about that, so I should probably delete it, do a voiceover. So this is a cookbook by Hamlin, and they sent it to us for free. Thank you so much. The chapters are super simple. Party food, mains, sides, leftovers, baking, and desserts. Alan can hear me. Thank you. I appreciate it. And that's nice of you not to prank me and be like, what? I can't hear you. Party food chapter. A pomegranate Negroni is so tempting to make for my holiday parties. I'm hosting my first one on Friday. It's just simple. Some ladies are coming over to watch a Hallmark Christmas movie. And I really wish Amazon Prime would come out with some more Christmas originals. Maybe they will this year. Maybe Alan should star in one. Yeah, Alan, you're comfortable on camera. I'd like to make a giant pitcher of pomegranate Negronis, and then I would probably have wine and beer and soda available and fruit juice. I might do a second cocktail picture because not everyone likes Negronis because they're kind of bitter. How about a cocoa nog? Now, this cocoa nog is vegan, so it doesn't have any actual cream in it, but I'm guessing it has coconut milk, and I am correct. So here's one of the beautiful spreads from this cookbook. Gorgeous. And I'm going to start jumping ahead. I am currently obsessed with crispy fried cauliflower. This is in a Korean chili sauce, but when I get it at restaurants, it's too spicy for me. I am a wimp, and I pay for it later. So if I make this at home, I can control the chili level. And right now, Trader Joe's just came out with a new crispy chili sauce in a jar, and I bet it's going to hit Amazon really soon because there's a lot of Trader Joe's food on Amazon for sale. If you didn't know, now you do. So I might get that and make this recipe with that. Polenta and rosemary roast potatoes. Those look crispy. A leek and oat crumble. Wait a minute. Oats and leek. I've never tried that. Okay. Maybe that makes it creamy since you can't have actual cheese because this is a vegan cookbook, a very vegan Christmas. I need to pop over to StreamYard to make sure I don't. Oh, Alan, you're commenting on YouTube too because you're a good friend and you know that the algorithm loves comments. This is roasted cauliflower with dukkha and pomegranate seeds. Very Middle Eastern recipe here. Leftovers chapter. Nut roast wraps. Nah, that sounds boring. Bubble and squeak. You can tell this is a British or UK cookbook because they say bubble and squeak instead of mac and cheese. How do they make this cheesy? Olive oil, onion, garlic cloves, leftover cooked Brussels sprouts, parsnips, carrots, blah, 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 leftover mashed potatoes, lemon wedges. So there's no cheese or cashew cheese in here. Roasted veg and stuffing hand pies. That would be a fun Thanksgiving side or alternative for people that don't eat turkey. And I think the people that are coming over to my house for Friendsgiving, there's one vegetarian, so she and I are going to split a tofurkey. And then someone, I can't remember if they all decided they're making a ham or a turkey because they can't fit both in my small oven. So that's up to them. This is a broccoli mash shepherd's pie in quotes. Let me know what you think of that. We're going to skip ahead because we have a lot of cookbooks to look through. Spicy cornbread muffins. That would be a nice Thanksgiving. Like, I like to have a party the morning after Thanksgiving and the morning after Christmas Day, and everybody can show up in their pajamas and a coat, take their shoes off, bring slippers, and we hang out and chat and drink and eat and talk about our relatives. Here's a coconut cloud cake. So spicy cornbread muffins would be great for a morning after a holiday brunch. Here's the dessert chapter. Let's look at just one. Mincemeat and apple strudel. A nice vegan dessert. So this would be a great gift book for the vegan in your life if they didn't already buy it for themselves. It's 50% off today, but I think that's for the Kindle version. Let me give it a look. Let me give that a check. It can't be for the hardcover. That would be a pretty good deal. It is. Nope, Kindle. Yeah, the hardcover is still $20. So the Kindle, and most people cook off of a phone or a computer nowadays anyway. We like to flip through cookbooks, hardback ones, but then we like to put them away, right? And get out the electronic version. I wanted to show you my cute autumn mug. It says, Hello Pumpkin. The drawback is you can't put it in the dishwasher or this Hello Pumpkin could come off. And you can't put it in the microwave because that's metal. But I poured steaming hot tea into this. It was too hot to drink. And now, it's still warm, but it's not burning me. Perfect. That is by Sweetwater Decor, and it's Hello Pumpkin enameled campfire mug. And I usually use it outside like a bonfire. Alan says, I got the notification from YouTube that you were on. I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos today myself while I was waiting for my hair to dry so I could do my live stream. I was watching videos from Jade Beeson on how to grow your YouTube channel. I was looking at my analytics from Cookbook Divas, and I was shocked that most of our new subscribers in the last 60 days are from shorts, not our long form content. I was like, what? I hate posting shorts. Katie has been posting them. Oh my gosh. Let's preview this brand new book that comes out tomorrow. It's called The Cheese Life. And I need to get back over here to StreamYard so I can see what I'm doing. Recipes, cheese boards, and pairings. This is going to be fun. This says cheese is not just a food, it's a way of life. I do not disagree. That cheese is why I'm vegetarian, not vegan, plus sour cream. Divided into grill, melt, bake, grate, and slice, the Cheese Life celebrates the new wave of artisan cheeses, sweeping the globe with gloriously gooey recipes and inventive cheese boards. Excuse me. If I ever get through one live stream without burping from drinking tea, it would be a miracle. It's probably never going to happen. So here's the table of contents. Living the cheese life, pouring and pairing, tools of the trade and table, buying cheese. I want to read this chapter because I usually end up at a Whole Foods just staring at the cheese like for an hour, and the cheesemonger is always like, "Can I help you?" I'm like, "I don't know. Do you have Mimolette?" Further reading and a glossary and a recipe index. So let's just skip ahead because we're here. What makes good cheese? We're going to learn a lot about cheese in this book. Cooking the perfect grilled cheese. Wow. Why did I do this live stream right before lunch? Oh my gosh, everyone's going to be tortured. 3 cheese and cider fondue fries. Yes, please. Now, as a vegetarian, I can't have poutine because poutine has gravy that has animal products in it, but I could have a 3 cheese and cider fondue fries. Yum. Lanark Blue and Sherry Rarebit. Don't know what that is. This is a British cookbook. Here's the melt chapter. Whew, that's a big font. How to fondue. I want to read this because my fondue skills are rusty, and I'm very tempted later in before Christmas, maybe after Thanksgiving, to have a 1970s retro themed party and serve fondue. Oh, gorgeous photos in this cookbook. The recipes for fondue continue with goat's cheese fondue, smoked fondue, moitié-moitié, half and half. I think I just mispronounced that. Blue cheese fondue. Smoked mozzarella sticks with chili honey sounds really good. I don't personally like smoky flavors, though. Chicken poutine. I'll let you drool over that picture for a minute. Those of you just joining us, we're looking through The Cheese Life. This is a sneak preview because this cookbook doesn't come out till tomorrow, which is November 7, Tuesday. Books come out on Tuesdays in this decade. Blue cheese and pastrami raclette. And Singing the Blues. And you either love or hate blue cheese, right? It's not for everyone. Whoa, this looked good. Okay, these are curried cheddar curds. Of course, British people would put curry on their cheddar. Jalapeno poppers with garlic and herb dip. And this little box down here is a dirty margarita, which you're going to pair with the jalapeno poppers. So that's where the pairings come in. How about Malakoffs? I don't know what they are, but they look fried and delicious. They're a kind of fondue fritter from Switzerland. Now I want to move to Switzerland if I can eat food like that all the time. Oh my gosh. Beef bourguignon pie with a cheese I can't pronounce, but that looks really good. And smoked poacher and haggis Scotch egg. I will not be cooking that. You probably won't either. You never know. Okay. And truffled mushroom eggs. And goat's cheese panna cotta with rhubarb. And I'm going to jump over to YouTube for 1 second and invite people to come on over, watch, and shop on Amazon live at www.amazon.com live cookbook divas. Okay, that way that'll be in the stream on Facebook and YouTube, not Facebook. Okay, can't post comments to Facebook. Well, that's fine. Oh, I did. It worked. Here's the dessert cheese. They're showing us how to set up a board. This is a fun cookbook. I'm definitely going cheese shopping. Classy and continental-ish cheese board. And I am waiting, hoping that I'm going to be able to get access to live stream on Instagram as well. Right now, this account doesn't have that permission to do it. The minute I can. New wave cheese board. So that is The Cheese Life. It is one of the most yellow cookbook covers I have ever seen. That's pretty awesome. So that is currently $29.99 on Amazon. It's not on sale because it's brand new. Okay, that's fine. Let's set this over here. Oh, I forgot to turn on my LED Christmas light, and I forgot to put it in the carousel. Shoot. Oh, well. We're going to stop. Every couple of cookbooks, we're going to do a little ad for something cool that you can see, like the Walker Shortbread Advent Calendar. I'm going to open it up and eat a cookie early, even though it's nowhere near Christmas. All right, a bunch of people have been excited. Have to run, says Alan. Great seeing you. Yeah, great seeing you. Thanks for stopping by. See you in somebody else's live stream today, I'm sure. This came out a couple weeks ago. It is fantastic. It is Disney's Cooking with Magic. And Katie can't wait to see it. Thanks for popping in, Katie. Yay, I have a moderator now. Disney's Cooking with Magic is 30% off today, $27.98. I believe that is for the hardcover price. And it goes through the decades and has food inspired by the classic animated films. And it starts off with hidden Mickeys and papers, of course. And obviously some ice cream cone upside down wizard hat cupcakes. Dark Side of the Library is here too. Yay! So the chapters go through the decades, 1920s to 1940s, 1950s to 60s, 70s, 80s, up to the present. So let's jump ahead. Helpful tools. All right. It's a coffee table book and a cookbook because they have full color, full page stills from the animated films, including Snow White. Louisiana fries, inspired by, at the top it says Steamboat Willie, which I haven't seen for decades myself. Straw and hay pasta from, you'll never guess the cartoon, The Three Little Pigs. Of course, that might have been your giveaway if you're paying attention. Waltz of the Flowers fairy cakes from Fantasia. Look at this stunning food photography. So up here it says the movie it was taken from, and down here it says it's a dessert. It can be vegan or vegetarian, and it yields 22 fairy cakes, as they call them in the UK. This is Alice in Wonderland Cheshire Cat Grin drinks. Pink and purple stripes. Tick Tock Croc drink from Peter Pan. And then we take another photo from Peter Pan and share it to make the cookbook pretty. Here's the cake from the front of the cookbook. It is from Sleeping Beauty. It's a very tall buttercream birthday cake, but they should have put 16 candles on the top instead of 7, because Sleeping Beauty was 16 when she touched the spindle, and I mean Aurora. Bare Necessities banana muffins from the Jungle Book, but there's no picture of the muffins. We're jumping into the 70s. There's Original Ariel. Mackerel of honey cakes from the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Who doesn't love Winnie the Pooh? Peter Pan is older than Sleeping Beauty. I think it's the same decade. They just put it in that order in the book, I think. The Fox and the Hound is a very bloody looking, but I think it's tomato sauce, porcupine-shaped meatballs. I'm not buying it. They're trying a little too hard there. I don't think that fits the theme, but good job otherwise. The Little Mermaid has under the sea curried crab-free dumplings. You can't put Sebastian in the dumplings. That would be rude. In the 90s, here's a beautiful illustration of Mulan. Soup du jour from Beauty and the Beast, my current favorite Disney animated movie. And my current favorite Disney live-action movie, too. And they have you making your own croutons. Hot hors d'oeuvres gougères. I love making gougères. They're super easy to make, and they're cheesy and wonderful. Mrs. Potts special tea, and she makes this raspberry tart. Oh, Belle and the Beast are dancing. Okay, let's jump ahead to another decade. From Mulan, we have ginger pork dumplings. And then a little patch of heaven custard pie from Home on the Range. That looks doable. And we have a still from the film. A Commander Little Hero sandwich from Chicken Little. Well, I hope there's no chicken in the sandwich. Well, oh, it's mushroom. It's vegetarian. Yay. Best gumbo you've ever tasted from The Princess and the Frog. And now we're in 2010 to the present. Here are icicle cookies from Frozen. So that is your preview of Disney's Cooking with Magic. It is a very heavy cookbook. It's 30% off today. Fantastic Christmas gift for the Disney lover in your life, or a person that likes doing fantasy, magical baking, etc. Love it. Next, I have a library book that has to go back soon, and it's really big and heavy, so I'm going to go through it very quickly. because, ouch, called First Cream the Butter and the Sugar, The Essential Baking Companion by Amelia Jackson. This is massive. It's usually $50. It's on sale 33% off today on Amazon. Woo! I'm going to flip so you can see the gorgeous photography. Ooh. Oh, it's all desserts. It's going to kill me because I'm hungry now. I'm going to just quickly grab a couple pages to talk about because, ouch. Oh, we got to look at this. That is stunning. Oh, and macaroons, which I've actually never tried making. Meringue kisses. You could do those for Valentine's Day or Christmas. Just add a little more red to make it Christmassy. These are lazy apple pie cake. Best of both worlds. Here are chocolate cupcakes with cherry jam and whipped ganache. Ooh, I love cherries. This is passion fruit Swiss roll. That could be nice for New Year's Eve when you're pepperminted out. Giant multi-layer cake. You would need an ice cold glass of milk to go with that one for sure. Dark Side of the Library says, wow, that's a great price. Look at this beautiful mixed berry cheesecake tart. You know, I feel like other than we're spoiled in North America, we're able to get fresh berries in the middle of winter, and that's kind of damaging to the environment that we can do that in the climate. But wouldn't it be pretty to serve this at Christmas? You have a heavy, rich chocolate cake. You've been drinking cocktails. You're having this big Christmas meal. And then at the end, like an hour later, to have just a slice of fruit tart would be so nice. And I think a nice departure from all the heavy stuff. Because you're not going to not have dessert on Christmas. Look at these. Are these eclairs? Are they passion fruit? They are pistachio and strawberry eclairs. Let's do one more before I put this heavy cookbook down before I give myself a neck injury. No, I don't want to look at that one. Oh, here's the author kneading some dough. Cinnamon scrolls, she calls them, not rolls. That could be nice to serve on Christmas morning. This is First Cream the Butter and the Sugar. It's a huge baking companion if you only have room in your kitchen for one baking book. This covers all of the bases for your dessert needs. It's First Cream the Butter and Sugar, and I have to take it back to the library today. I don't want to. Next is a cookbook that Katie from Dark Side of the Library is very familiar with. It's super popular this year. It's the Nightmare Before Christmas baking book. It came out in September, just in time for Halloween. And if you don't like the movie, you're not going to like this cookbook because everything in it is inspired by the film and lots of really creative stuff. I just saw Oogie Boogie and I almost screamed. Ah! So officially, Nightmare Before Christmas, says the director, Henry Selick, is a Christmas movie because Halloween is over by the time the movie starts. So that settles that question. Perilous pies and sweet scary bakes. Look at the creative stuff in here. It is like, I could probably make a Jack Skellington pie like this, no problem. But I don't have the skill to make the mayor. Wait till you see him. I'm looking for. Oh, you can make Sally's Blue Hand cookies if you wanted to. That's fine. You need a hand cookie cutter. We could all make this ghost sheet cake. That's easy, no problem. But wait till I find the mayor. Where did he go? Oh, I had to show you that cute cake. Okay, this is the show-stopping spectacle cakes chapter. There's a snake, which I'm not going to show you for very long in case you're scared of snakes. There's a pumpkin head cake. We could all handle that, no problem. But wait till you see if I ever find. There we go. The two-faced mayor red velvet cake has to have two different faces. So here's the happy side. And then you have to frost and decorate the other side where he's not happy. What? That's a lot of work. And then Santa. This is incredibly complicated. Tiny head Sandy Claus gingerbread Christmas cake. No, I don't think I can handle that. And I saw an Oogie Boogie cake when we flipped through, and now I can't find it. There it is. Creepy Candy Bug Cake. So that is a really fun book. If you have a Nightmare Before Christmas fan in your life, you'll know it because they'll be watching this movie constantly for the next 8 weeks. This is Disney Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas official baking book. And it is a gift to us from Inside Editions. And Katie, I have a copy for you because we now own 3 copies of this between us. Yay! You get one too. I'm going to take a little water break because I'm talking so much. And I forgot to grab my Tossware martini glasses that I wanted to show you. Let me see if I can find them. Nope, I put them in the carousel and then I failed to put them in my hands where I could hold them up on camera. I have one. I thought you gave it to me. Okay, good. Well, now I have 4 copies then. Okay, next cookbook I wanted to talk about is because over at Cookbook Divas on Facebook and on Instagram and YouTube, we are cooking our way through roast figs sugar snow. I haven't personally cooked anything out of it because life has been crazy, but I'm going to make the onion cider soup very soon. If you want to join us at our cook-along, come on over to the Cookbook Divas website and click on the cook-alongs part of our website. I'm just going to flip through this gorgeous winter comfort food cookbook by Diana Henry. This is the new updated edition for 2023. There's also a 2009 edition that's really good too. Lots of delicious food that you want to eat in wintertime. Lots of cheese in the cheese chapter. So that's roast figs, sugar snow, food to warm the soul. And if you want to follow the author, she is at Diana Henry on Instagram. And this cookbook is 10% off today, dropping it down to $26. Next up, I have a cookbook I have not looked through yet. It is My Tel Aviv Table. It is a gift from the publisher, Nourish, but that's an imprint of another publisher. I forget exactly who. So thank you for the gift. It's by Limor Chen. Aha! Oh, there's even a note. Let us know if you have any questions. Watkins Publishing. Thank you. My Tel Aviv Table. Let's do a quick flip through. It's a journey of flavors and aromas from a sun-soaked city. Uh-oh. There we go. Gorgeous photos. Oh, I love Middle Eastern and Mediterranean cookbooks, and this looks amazing. And they often have vegetarian options for me. That looks like a nice place to be on a rainy day. Here's the author, Limor Chen. And the contents are brunch and dips, vegetables and salads, hero dishes and sharing plates, sweet things, drinks, and cupboard essentials. Welcome to Tel Aviv. Let us jump to a spread. Oh, I would love to have that on my dining table tonight. And I couldn't, but I'm going out to dinner. Again, 2 nights in a row. Shakshuka, one of my favorite Middle Eastern breakfasts. I have to make it myself at home because when I get it at a restaurant, it's far too spicy for my wimpy self. This cookbook is $35 today because it's not on sale because it just came out. There's a recipe for tahini and aubergine dip, or otherwise known as eggplant dip. That's what's in those photos. A recipe for spicy tahini, one for zhug, muhammara, which is roasted red peppers, walnut and pecan dip. Katie, you missed Alan, who came by earlier to chat. Turkish-style eggs with Urfa chilies and yogurt. I would make this, but I would skimp on the chilies or just not include them at all totally. Sumac. We're going to learn about sumac, and that reminds me, I don't have any in the house, and I need to get some. Spiced rolled labneh. Whoa, labneh's yogurt. So if you roll it, how do you keep it from disintegrating? I guess the spices do that. Wow, that's amazing. There's the vegetables and salads chapter. Gorgeous. Wow. This is 4 herb salad. Stephanie, I love everything Cookbook Divas is doing. Please keep it up. Oh, thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. I almost missed your message because I forgot to look over at the comments over there. This looks amazing. I gotta learn my lesson and eat lunch before I do cookbook click-throughs. That's fine green beans and tomatoes or a mushroom and aubergine quiche. Is that coming next? Nope. Oh, that's a beautiful salad. Serve that at Christmas. Oh, that's so pretty. I need to buy some pomegranates. This is roasted and marinated leeks with dried apricots and manuri cheese. Now, I'm going to pronounce that manuri because I'm not trying to say manure like cow manure. It's a name of cheese that I've never heard of. I started laughing. Caramelized butternut squash with green beans and goat cheese. I don't personally care for squash, but I will eat it. And I especially will eat butternut squash. And that looks gorgeous. Stephanie, are you hosting Thanksgiving or going to someone else's house for Thanksgiving? Do you have to start thinking about what you're making? This is a leek, thyme, and Gruyere galette. This is what I should serve on Friday at my party because it would pair so well with the sparkling wine that we're going to open up. Sparkling wines just do really good with Gruyere and galettes like this. Dark Side of the Library says, this cookbook looks fantastic. I don't know how I missed it. Well, they sent it to me and I didn't share it with you yet. But when you come over Friday, you can grab it. But I need it back. Persian broth with herbs, noodles, and dried lime. When I took a Persian cooking class about a year and a half ago, the first half of the 3-hour class, we were just chopping herbs all day long. And the instructor was laughing. He's like, we need a mound of herbs this big on the table. We're like, ha ha ha, sure. And we actually ended up with a mound of herbs that it took to make dishes for 20 people. Like, wow, that looks good. This is pink couscous with beetroot, spicy chickpeas, and pickled onions. This could be a good way to use up those cans of chickpeas that we all buy for like emergency food storage, and then we never actually eat them. Oh, beautiful spreads in this book. This is a courgette, zucchini, carrot, and feta fritters. Good way to sneak and make kids eat zucchini. Try it. They'll never know. If they ask, what is this? You say, your dinner. Salmon carpaccio with crunchy radishes, chives, and nigella seeds. And Katie, I had dinner with our mutual cousins last night. And one of them, the younger one, the middle boy, admitted, I'm really glad you tried to make us try lots of new foods when we were kids, Aunt Carrie, even though I almost threw up many times. I now can eat Mexican food, and he proceeded to order carne asada. I'm so proud. Oh, here is chicken with aromatic red rice. It looks very orange the way my camera's interpreting it, but yes, it's red. Beef stew with dried fruit and dried lime. And let's just skip ahead a little bit to the dessert chapter. Here's a meringue with orange blossom and mousse, raspberry coulis, mixed berries, and pomegranate seeds. Of course, there's going to be lots of pomegranates in a Middle Eastern cookbook like this. Banana, pecan, and date cake. This is a phenomenal cookbook. I had not looked through it until this moment. I haven't done a real flipping through it. I'm a little nervous because I don't want to have anyone whining in the comments. Beautiful cookbook. Let's celebrate it. And Dark Side of the Library is laughing that our cousins no longer are obsessed with chicken nuggets. I know, it's about time. So thank you so much to the publisher for sending this gorgeous cookbook. Love it. Definitely going to cook out of that one after Katie brings it back to me. Who is next on our list? The Modern Pioneer. I've looked through this before, but I just felt like looking through it today because I'm suspecting it's going to be a good Thanksgiving cookbook or give us some good recipes that we can use for Thanksgiving. It's 10% off today. Dropping it down, it's still $28 for the hardback. I'm going to load this up and see. Oh, I just knocked over my microphone. Sorry if that sounded horrible. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Let's check out the Modern Pioneer Cookbook because it came out August 15, 2023, so I haven't looked through it very often. And we try to vary the cookbooks that we look through, and some of it depends on the season or when something came out. But we don't want to look through the same ones every time and bore you. That would not be good. Dark Side of the Library loves this cookbook. It's nourishing recipes from a traditional foods kitchen by Mary Bryant Schrader. And it looks like we got this one sent to us for free as well, and we always have to disclose that. It is from DK Books. Thank you very much. The chapters are The Modern Pioneer, Bone Broths, The Skinny on Fats, The Homemade Dairy, Pickling and Fermenting, The Home Baker, yay, Soaking and Sprouting, and I think it continues. This is very comprehensive. Condiments and flavor boosters, traditional superfoods, good bug beverages, and bug is in quotes, preserving foods with home canning, interesting, good, preserving foods by drying, and I need to dry herbs. It's raining on my sage, and my sage is still alive and still with us, but I need to dry it and put it away for winter because I'm going to use it in lots of potatoes and soup. Sweets and treats and traditional comfort food meals. Well, let's jump right to that because that sounds like Thanksgiving options. But let me flip through really quick. Oh, yep. We're going to learn a lot. This is not just a cookbook, it's like an instruction manual. It's very educational as well. So that often means there's not as many pictures of the food as we would like, but there's more reading and we're going to learn more. I'm going to skip right to 276 if I can find it. This is the good bug beverages. She's doing probiotic beverages and mocktails. Low sugar, old fashioned pioneer berry apple jam. I don't want low sugar. I want all the sugar. How to dry and revive a thriving sourdough starter. This is invaluable information. Oh my gosh. Homemade no peel garlic powder. I hate peeling garlic. How to dry citrus and citrus peel. Wouldn't it be nice to have that available in a jar for yourself in the winter? We're jumping ahead. Old-fashioned cinnamon graham crackers, easy sourdough bread pudding with dried fruit. I never found the comfort food chapter. Here it is. Traditional comfort food meals. The very end of the book. Not very many. Okay. There is a lot of info before she's teaching us keeping kitchen life simple. It's about using what you have on hand. True. Cast iron skillet Texas tamale pie with sourdough cornmeal topping. Little itty bitty picture down there. Budget friendly Southwestern chili con carne. And a pan fried breaded whitefish with homemade tartar sauce. I would love to make my own tartar sauce. This is the modern Pioneer Cookbook. Those of you that are interested in retro mid-century preserving, like our grandmothers and aunts and mothers used to do and don't anymore, check this one out. I have not looked through Portico in a long time, so most of you that are watching probably haven't seen this cookbook. It made its rounds, but it wasn't super as popular as I would have expected it to be, and the publisher kindly sent this to us. It's 19% off today. I think it needs a little more love and attention, so I'm going to work on that. It is still $30. It came out in August 29. It's by Leah Koenig, and it's Cooking and Feasting in Rome's Jewish Kitchen. It's a captivating tour through Rome's centuries-old Jewish community with more than 100 simple, deeply flavorful, vegetable-forward recipes, and that is why I asked for this as a gift from the publisher W.W. Norton, because I love the vegetable-forward recipes because I can adapt them to my vegetarian lifestyle. So let's take a look. Let me get my window back open so I can see what I'm doing. We're going to flip through really quick, and I think we're going to learn a lot about Rome and Italy. A little bit of the travel info here, but mostly recipes. So let's check out the chapters. Portico. Thank you again for this gorgeous cookbook. Cooking and Feasting in Rome's Jewish Kitchens. The chapters are vegetables, soups, fritters, an entire chapter on fritters. I'm going to get out my frying cooker. I don't use an air fryer. I have one, but I just love deep frying in vegetable oil. Pasta and rice, main dishes, and sweets. Let's jump ahead because I can't show you the whole book. They're going to cover the Roman Jewish pantry with all the things we need. We probably can't get squash blossoms this time of year unless we work really hard on it. Artichokes, a Roman Jewish love affair. I love artichokes. The matriarch of the ghetto. Braised peas with onion, but no picture of the food. That's okay. Roasted cipollini onions. Yum, if you can get a hold of them. Sauteed dandelion greens. I'll get a lot of those in my yard in the spring. Pasta and chickpea stew, but no photo. Minestrone with meatballs. We're in the soup chapter. So I would make 2 pots of minestrone, one with meatballs for the boyfriend and one without for me. Nick, hi, could I get a shout out? I think Katie, hopefully you're here to help me with that. Mixed fried vegetables and fried fresh anchovies. Oh, instead of canned, fresh. Okay. This is apple fritters with vanilla sugar. How good do those look? Yum. And it, now we're in the pasta chapter, spaghetti with tuna and tomato. Great recipe for using up stuff in your pantry. You can use canned tomatoes, of course, canned tuna. Let's look at, oh, is that lasagna? It looks so good. Spinach frittata with raisins and pine nuts. No, I really cannot because I don't fall for that. Vegetable stew for couscous. Mm. This is whole roasted fish with raisins and pine nuts. And let's look at one more page in the sweets chapter. I'm going to look for a really good one. Oh, stunning food photography in here. Chocolate and almond cake. That looks pretty easy to make. So that is Portico. I'm glad I could look through this cookbook with you today. Next is Sweet Little Cake. This was a gift from the publisher Rizzoli. It is a charming dessert book. It's torturous to look through it because everything looks so good. Oh my goodness. That's interesting. Hey, Katie, I could really use you popping in right now. This is from Mrs. Zabar's Bakery, which I believe is in, I forget. Well, let's look it up. I think it was in Brooklyn. This came out September 5, so it's been out 2 months as of today. It's Baker Tracy Zabar's delectable collection of recipes for making little cakes. The perfect go-to for when you want a sweet, tiny little treat to share. And I was really impressed with the food photography, and the recipes in here look like stuff I would actually bake and have the ingredients for. So let's do a quick flip through. This might be good to have on hand in the spring when you're making these little tiny cakes for, tea parties, garden parties, etc. I love the food styling that they did. I'm going to have to look up who the photographer is and make sure I'm following them on Instagram. The book is arranged seasonally, so since we're in fall, I'm going to look through the fall chapter. This is a banana cake, and I feel like not everybody likes bananas, so I would bake that, but I would make something else to serve too. I like the way they put the candied lemon on top of that beautiful citrus cake. Citrus poppy seed cake. I usually am lazy and use a box mix, but I could make it from scratch if I had to. Babka, I've never made myself. Now I know how. Now I have the recipe for it. That's really interesting. Oh, I know what happened. I'm logged in as the wrong person. That's nice. Guess I'm rusty at live streaming. Oh, this is gorgeous. Look at the pansies on top of that. Oh my goodness. Next up, Lamingtons, a very British dessert. A quake cake, and I'd never heard of a quake cake, so I read the little paragraph. It says versions of this cake were popular about 50 years ago. He thinks it's time for the cake to make a comeback. As it cools, the top cracks, but on purpose, and the center starts to cave in as if there were an earthquake. That sounds like some homemaker in the past was baking it, had an accident, was like, I'm going to make lemonade out of lemons, and pretend I did this on purpose. Sprinkle cakes. Pistachio cherry cake. Oh, that looks so good. Pineapple coconut cake. Yum. So that is Sweet Little Cakes from Mrs. Zabar's Bake Shop. It's from Rizzoli. I really appreciate the gift. And I'm going to look through this over on YouTube very soon and look through it in more details. It is 30% off today. All right, here's the one that everybody has been waiting for, a very prairie Christmas. People are so unbelievably excited about this, and I am one of them because Carlin Johnston, the Kitchen Magpie, is my favorite all-time food blogger. I follow her on Facebook. I have her set on extra follows so that I for sure see her posts, and I like and comment on them to make sure that I see them whenever she makes a post. And she is a Workaholic, she's constantly posting. Wait till you see this gorgeous, gorgeous cookbook. A very prairie Christmas bake book, cookies, candies, cakes, and more vintage baking to celebrate the festive season. It even starts off with Christmassy end papers. And now I want to go shopping for vintage toys and decorations and ornaments. Appetite by Random House is the publisher. Carlin Johnston, the Kitchen Magpie, is the author. And this just came out. Let's go through the chapters really quick. They are Our Ukrainian Christmas Favorites is the first chapter, or the prelude. Then chapter 1 is Shortbread and Sugar Cookies. Yum. Chapter 2, Gingerbread and Festively Filled Cookies. Chapter 3, Candies. I've never tried making candy. Chapter 4, Confections, such as Moose Chow, chocolate-covered cherries. That would be fun to make. Chapter 5 is dainties like bars and slices. Chapter 6 is cakes, dessert salads, and puddings. Dessert salads, does that mean Jell-O? I think so. Chapter 7, icings, frostings, sauces, and garnishes. And then chapter 8, cocktails and punches. So I'm going to flip through really quick backwards. Gorgeous, gorgeous, very festive. This is going to be so fun. And I think I only keep 1 or 2 cookbooks in my kitchen in December just because I have cookbooks all over the house and I borrow them as needed. But I'm going to put this up on a stand so people can see it and look through it. And so I might have to have a second copy in case people get their dirty hands on it. Baking ingredients, the typical pantry chapter. All right, traditional whipped shortbread. I love that they photographed this with vintage ornaments. Chocolate shortbread, yum. Who's going to not like that? Cherry snowballs. This is definitely very early 1960s inspired. Love it. I was totally in the mood for a vintage baking book, and this is not disappointing me. Gingerbread and festively filled cookies. Now, I am personally allergic to gingerbread because I'm allergic to ginger, but I love to smell it, and so I bake with it and just give it to other people. But that means I can't taste it to see if I did a good job baking it. Gingerbread press cookies, and I need to unpack my cookie press. Gingerbread cutout cookies. Fun. Lace cookies. I remember my mom making something similar to that in the 70s. Christmas biscotti. That's a very 80s trend, actually. Here is peanut brittle, and my grandmother used to make that every Christmas, and we almost cracked our teeth eating it, but it was so good. Peanut pralines. Divinity candy. My maternal grandmother made that every year, only for 1 week, and when it was gone, and she would never show us how to make it. Confections, another chapter. Chocolate-covered cherries, one of my personal favorite desserts. Easy chocolate fudge. Saltine toffee bark. Homemade peppermint patties. Chocolate truffles. I've made those before. They're fun, and your hands get really messy, and you just lick them. Dad's coconut caramel corn cereal treats. 7-layer bars. 2 different flavors, it looks like. Chocolate and vanilla, I guess. Peanut butter bars. Auntie Darlene's dark whiskey fruitcake. Well, I would eat that if it was moist, but I'd also need a glass of whiskey to go down with it, probably. Okay, here's the dessert salads. Seafoam salad. I can't do it. No. That one's prettier. I could eat that one. Cranberry strawberry mousse salad. Now, of course, Jell-O is not vegetarian or vegan friendly if it has gelatin in it, so I use the halal version. I use the Muslim dessert pudding mix that doesn't have gelatin in it. Ambrosia salad. You have to like coconut or you're not going to like that salad. I don't care for coconut. And back at the end, we're learning to make our own royal icing. And this is just gorgeous. I am so impressed. If you're looking for a gift for the baker in your life or a hostess gift for someone that's having you at their cabin for Christmas or at their house for the holidays, I would suggest this stunning cookbook because they'll treasure it for years to come. It's a very prairie Christmas book, 9% off today on Amazon Live. And I really am sad that I have to put this away. I want to keep it out here. Okay. let's take a little commercial break because I want to show you this festive advent calendar from Walker's. It's a shortbread advent calendar, and you get a little shortbread cookie every single day. Now, you would normally gift this to children, not yourself, but I was like, I need this. I had the excuse of, it's for my Amazon live stream, so therefore I should buy it. Oh, it's cute inside. So this is $30, so about $1 a cookie. Cookbook Divas is jealous. Oh, I needed you. I was logged in as Dark Side of the Library, and I couldn't moderate my own channel. Forgot I had to switch users. Help. Okay. Which door should I open? Because poor Katie can't have any of these. They're all for me. I'm thinking lucky number 13, right? So pretend it's December 13, and I'm punching open the door as soon as I find it. Where is it? I can't even find it. Oh, here it is. They did these out of order. I thought that was going to be Christmas Eve day. Okay. Oh, it's a little shortbread cookie. Oh, it's a big one, which I instantly dropped on the floor. Okay. So these are all going to be different shapes. And you get one every day, and they go so well with tea and coffee and cocoa. But I'm actually not going to eat on camera because I don't want to mess up my lipstick. So I'm going to put it back. And I'm going to peek because I want to see if any of them are like Christmas tree shaped or what's going on. And it's actually hard to open these little doors. I love how festive this is. So it's about a little more than $1 a cookie. Okay, that's not festive. It's just cookie shaped. I want to find one that's shaped like a tree. Maybe it's number 6 because it's on top of a tree. Maybe it's snowflake shaped. Nope, it's cookie shaped. Okay, I'm going to keep opening until we get to something that's shaped like a tree or a snowflake. Nope, it's round. I'm not disappointed because these are still going to taste delicious. I wonder if there's any chocolate ones. Well, I'm going to open these all up. Nope. Are you kidding me? How about are they the same flavor? So far, yeah. So far, they look like they are. Okay. Thank you. I got a star. Oh my God, that was too much work. Thank you. I guess they are all the same flavor because I don't see pictures of chocolate ones. It'd be nice if they had a reindeer-shaped one. I guess I'll find out next time I do a live stream and open different windows. So good to know, because if you were hoping for different flavors or a whole bunch of festive shapes, I just saved you some money. But it's still a great gift. I would probably bring this with me as a hostess gift if I stayed at someone's house over the holidays. That is my suggestion for you. And the next part of the commercial, and I forgot to grab those. Okay. Pardon me, I'm going to grab some Barbie glasses that have nothing to do with cookbooks, but I want to show you. How cool these are. That's a bit unprofessional having to go to the other part of my office to grab merchandise, but I'm still a little rusty with live streaming. I'll get the hang of it. These just came from Dragon Glassware. I did have to buy them myself. They are Barbie drinking glasses, and they are glass. Limited edition. And I had a little bit of trouble getting the lid off last time I did it on camera. There we go. Guess what? These are adorable. You can put your straw in there, and then you can use this to seal it up. And you can put hot or cold in it. I would mostly do like peppermint lattes, cold frosty milkshakes, etc., cranberry juice, whatever. But they can't go in the dishwasher because this will wear off. But how cute are these? And they come in 2 different colors. So 2, are these different? It's kind of hard to tell. One's darker pink and one's lighter pink. They are by Dragon Glassware Company. They are awesome. And they're a little bit breakable. Yeah, they are $45. But with the current Barbie trend, I know that I'm going to have ladies coming over for cocktail parties and they're going to want to drink out of them. And I wanted to show you the other set of the goblets, I guess you would call them. Let me grab them. Why didn't I have these ready? And I have to keep talking or Amazon will freak out and shut down my live stream, which we do not want to have happen. We are going to continue on with about 3 more cookbooks before I get going and end this live stream today, but I wanted you to see the next set of Barbie glassware. OMG. And it comes packaged in this amazing pink shaped styrofoam to keep it safe. These are Barbie drinking glasses, which you could use. I wouldn't use them for champagne because the shape of them would ruin the bubbles. Oh, it's hard to get out of that. So one is a little bit more hot pink and one's a little bit more purple. And they both say Barbie on the bottom. So these do not go in the dishwasher. They wouldn't fit very well anywhere. They're tall. You could drink beer out of here. You could drink wine or just boring water or some mocktails. But they're gorgeous, and so I wanted you to see them, even though they have nothing to do with cookbooks. I just wanted to remind everybody that we also talk about other stuff here on Amazon Live. We talk about toys and gourmet food and other books that aren't cookbooks, dolls, etc., and cocktail hour and cocktail dishes and home decor. We're going to be doing lots of Christmas live streams. So that was my little commercial break before we look through the last two cookbooks of the day. Savory baking I pulled out because I thought there might be some good recipes I could use for Thanksgiving sides. Because I'm not in charge of the ham or the turkey this year at my Friendsgiving. I am in charge of mashed potatoes as always, and then a side dish or two. So let me flip through savory baking. Look at all these amazing photos. I'm getting so hungry. Woo! Okay. The chapters are, it's very autumn to begin with. Easy and essential bakes, stovetop savories, breads, flatbreads, pizzas, and stuffed breads. I am not serving pizza at Friendsgiving. No. Pastries, snacks, bites, and appetizers, and pies and tarts. So I'm just going to jump ahead. Biscuits as a topping. Green chile sausage gravy that you put on biscuits. Yum. Bacon and eggs Dutch baby. I've never seen a recipe for that. Okay. Dutch babies take a long time to cook in the oven, though, by the way. This is dill and chive blini with creme fraiche and caviar. Fancy for parties. This is jalapeno cornmeal waffles. What is this? Cheesy goodness. Oh, it's chicken and dumplings. If I made that for my boyfriend, he would be so happy. Crumpets, i.e. English muffins. Mama's salmon sandwiches, savory bake. Mushrooms for toast. That kind of looks like a hot mess, but I bet it's delicious. I just saw some typical cinnamon roll recipe. Handy. Ultimate garlic bread. What are these? Let's find out. Sweet fry bread. Oh, Native American fry bread. Butter as a flavor booster. An Italian sub bunt. Okay, that's okay. We looked through a lot of cookbooks, and I've never seen an Italian sub bunt. That's really clever. I like that. That's unique. That made me laugh. Broccoli and cheese B-rocks or runzas. I'm sure I just mispronounced both of those words. I've never heard them out loud before. Making your own phyllo dough. No, I'm going to buy it. Ham and cheese croissants. Very adventurous. I see a pie. Oh no, I was wrong. It's a skillet cheese souffle. Wow. Sesame rugelach. Pork lumpia, which I would make with fake pork. Steamed pork and chive dumplings and pan-fried mushroom dumplings. It is dumpling season, isn't it? Whoa, what is this? Is that a beef Wellington? Could it be? No. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's a double crust mushroom pot pie. I am so glad I grabbed this cookbook out of my archive. And a Cobb salad quiche. And a caramelized onion custard tart. That is savory baking. I'm so glad I grabbed this. It's by Erin Jeannie McDowell. Let's see when this came out. I'm going to click on it over on Amazon in my shopping carousel and see, just because I can load it up quickly that way. That came out last fall, October 2022. Yes. So our last book of the day. A giant one that's kind of hard to hold up here. It's kind of heavy. It's right at the beginning of the shopping carousel, so I'm going to skip backwards to it. It came out recently. It is The Secret of Cooking by B. Wilson. And this would absolutely be a book you would get for newlyweds or as a housewarming present for people that haven't moved out on their own yet. You can learn to cook simply from this book. Let me click on this. It came out September 26th. It's a culinary companion to simplify your cooking while making it more enjoyable. I'm all for that. So, recipes for an easier life in the kitchen. Yes, please. Contents. Cut yourself some slack. Take the easy way out. I love the encouragement in this cookbook. Have a backup plan. I always do, and it's usually pizza. Frozen pizza, just in case. Teach yourself to cook with a carrot. What no one tells you about cooking. All recipes are incomplete. There is always another way of doing something. Cooking is mostly about washing dishes. She's not wrong. Find the missing element. So I'm going to flip through, but I need to watch myself do it so I don't get off camera. Not a lot of photos, but when there are, they're amazing. And that's because she needs to leave room in the book for all of the explanations and the things she's teaching you and the encouragement that she's giving you. This is actually a stunning book. I hear my cell phone interfering with my speakers. That's great. So this is really impressive, and I've enjoyed the brief parts that I've read of it. I like her writing tone, her tone of voice, very patient and not lectury and judgy, teaching us about all the kitchen tools, etc., that we're going to need and the ones that you don't need. Alton Brown's good at that too, isn't he? Treat cooking as a remedy, because it is. A few more salad ideas. I love that not everything in this book is set in stone. Therapeutic baking, yes. Red cauliflower and shrimp curry, sweet potato and kale curry, vegan, bouillabaisse sauce with orange and anise. Quicker food for friends, an express vegan feast for two. This is a huge and valuable resource. Very heavy, very comprehensive. If you only have room in your kitchen for one cookbook, this would really tide you over as you learn to get more confident in the kitchen. And I love anything that encourages you to have an easier time cooking. And I thought I added this cute gingerbread candle to the carousel. I'm going to quickly add it because I want to talk about it real quick because Katie's going to be jealous that I have it. It's by Sweetwater Decor. And you shouldn't buy a candle that you haven't smelled. But if you're familiar with this company's products, you know if you like their scents or not. And you know if you like the smell of gingerbread or not. So there it is. Gingerbread. Okay, I'm going to click on that in the carousel. Return to live stream. Find it. It's this cute little gingerbread farmhouse style candle with a gold lid, and it smells amazing. So I wanted to rave about it because I like when my boyfriend gets home for the house to not smell gross and dirty and yucky, and it helps that we don't have dogs anymore. But we can't really open the windows and doors and freshen out the house, give it fresh air because it's raining and cold and yucky outside. So I always burn something that makes it smell like I've been baking, especially during the holidays. This is gingerbread and spice, and it's not a gingerbread bomb, and it's not super vanilla-y, because I don't really care for vanilla scents. They're kind of cloying and boring. There's a hint of creaminess that could be related. It could be vanilla adjacent, but I am so impressed with this gingerbread and spice candle because it's not burning my eyes when I take the lid off like some other brand, which I won't mention, of candles. And they always use high quality soy wax, which I appreciate. I need to trim. Let me just do it right now. I got scissors. You keep the wick trimmed so it doesn't smoke and cause a fire hazard. You got to do it really, really short. See how long it is to begin with? It's going to be a lot shorter. Quarter. There. 1/8 of an inch. And then I can light it. And when I'm done, I can slam that on. It smells so good. It's a good way to pretend you've been baking all day when you haven't because you've been working or sitting in front of a computer doing a live stream. It is $19.99. And this will burn for at least 30 hours if you keep the wick trimmed. And you don't light it for more than 2 hours. And of course, don't light it in another room while you're not in there supervising it. You don't leave it where pets and kids can get to it. So, did anybody want to revisit any of the cookbooks in this carousel before I hang up and go on my merry way? Otherwise, thanks so much for coming and watching the show. You can see more of them at all of our cookbook presences. We're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Amazon Live, where our storefront is. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next live stream.